Former point guard Mookie Blaylock, he played for three different teams: the New Jersey Nets, Atlanta Hawks, and Golden State Warriors. But it was his time with the Atlanta Hawks that he will be mostly remembered, and most of his good production came from. But he was one of those players in the 90s that was like under the radar. So have we forgotten about Mookie Blaylock? Mookie Blaylock was a good two-way player. He started in college by playing, he spent 2 years playing at Midland College, and then from there, he played 2 years at Oklahoma. He got drafted in the first round, 12th overall pick in the 1989 draft by the New Jersey Nets. You could tell that during his last season with the Nets, I think he spent like 3 seasons there before being traded to Atlanta. During his last season with the Nets, you could saw that he was developing, was becoming a better player. But then when he got to Atlanta, he took his game to a whole different level. And that's where his best years of production were. So listen to this. I mean, this guy he was unreal, especially when we're talking about the years from 1994 to 1997. In 1994, he made the All-Star team. It was the only time in his career that he made the All-Star team. He received all defensive first-team honors in 1994 and 95. He averaged 17 points in 95 and in 97, which both are his career high. He earned all defensive second-team honors 4 times from 96 to 99. In addition, he was a 2-time NBA leader in steals in 97 and 98. Mookie Blaylock, he never averaged less than 10 points per game until his last season in the NBA, which he was a member of the Golden State Warriors. But what he did in those mid-90s with the Atlanta Hawks team, I mean, first off, they were a very entertaining team. They were a good team. They were just not a title contending team. The Hawks, you have Mookie Blaylock, Dikembe Mutombo, Christian Laettner, Steve Smith, John Barry. Like, when we're talking about those years, especially 97, 98, those were good teams. In 97, the Hawks won 56 games, but then they lost to Michael Jordan and the Bulls in the semifinals. And then the following season, 98, they won 50 games, but they lost to Charlotte in the first round. The Hawks, they were a good team. They were just not that team that was competing for a title. They were mostly a good playoff team. So, but we can't forget, Mookie Blaylock, he was a very good, not only a good offensive player, but he was even a much better defensive player. So I'm a fan of players who can play both positions. I didn't get a chance to see him perform during his peak because I didn't watch basketball. I didn't start watching basketball until the fall of 1999. So I missed the chance of seeing Mookie Blaylock. But I remember watching his highlights years ago, and I was like, damn, who's that? And he was a straight up baller. Those mid-90s to even late 90s, he was a baller. So, but yeah, have we forgotten about Mookie Blaylock? Well, I certainly did. But again, he was one of those point guards at the time that he was underrated, in my opinion. So Mookie Blaylock, impressive years with Atlanta. And there's always going to be that what if. What if those Hawks teams were elite teams? Yes, you had Dikembe Mutombo, who's a future Hall of Famer. Steve Smith, who I've always been a fan of. John Barry, a good perimeter shooter. Christian Laettner, oh boy, if Christian Laettner would have had the same success in the NBA like the way he did in college, I feel that the Hawks could have been something truly special, especially in those years of 97 and 98. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go to my website, mikesproud.shop. And as always, be safe. And may God bless you all.